Thanks for joining me for another weekly clean with me. In today's video, you're going to see me unpacking and completely transforming our office. I'm going to be doing some deep cleaning before we finally get window treatments. I'll be sharing a super simple crock-pot meal that the twins scarf down and so much more. So let's get ready and let's do this together.
Wasting money on cures, forgot how to fix myself. They say that time is free, then why is it so precious?
Welcome back, and I hope you're ready for lots of motivation. My house was pretty messy and I wanted to clean our windows because we're finally getting window treatments in here in a couple of days. This is a stick that I had. Tell me why I just have a big stick branch in our kitchen. I know why. Avery did not have school. Well, none of the girls had school on Monday for President's Day. So we went on a little hike and Avery brought home a branch, not a stick. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with that. I put it in the garage and then she can decide what she wants with it. But this was after a long 3-day weekend. We honestly had a weekend. Like, you know those weekends where you walk away and you just feel good. You feel refreshed. You feel ready to tackle on the week. That's how I felt after that 3-day weekend. You know, there are some weekends where you just don't seem ready to tackle Monday, to tackle the work week, but we had a really low-key weekend. It was one of those weekends that we got to do everything we wanted. Avery, I think the only activity we had was Avery had softball practice for 2 hours on Saturday. So other than that, it was just relaxing, productivity. I think I meal planned. I did a lot of cleaning. I planned out my week. Like, I just got a lot done, but then I also relaxed a lot. Mike and I spent a lot of time together. We did a lot with the kids, just like quality time, games and hiking and a park and just watching a movie, eating popcorn, that type of thing. So it was just one of those weekends that we got in everything that we wanted. So in today's video, there's actually a lot that I'm excited to share with you. So if you guys are new here, we recently moved into this house. It was on December 30th. So we're coming up on 2 months, which is crazy. So we just moved into this house and I've been slowly unpacking week after week, taking my time, trying to get settled. And I filmed all of the footage when I was unpacking various rooms. And then as I get time to edit that, I'll throw it in with like my weekly cleaning, because obviously every single week I have to just do normal cleaning because we're a family living here. And so I've just been throwing in the unpacking footage from a couple of weeks ago with the daily cleaning. So in today's video, you're going to see me, the office was a disaster, like an absolute disaster. Wait till you see it. So I'm going to be unpacking it all, taking everything out, cleaning the entire room, and then organizing everything in there. So you're going to see that. I also have a crock pot meal that was so easy. I think it was like 4 ingredients or something. And I think I've opened up about how my kids have become very, very picky lately as of late with their meals. And this was one meal that hit with all 3 kids, and that is so rare. So I'll be sharing that with you. As soon as we were done eating, the kids scarfed it down, and I went and saved it right away. I'm like, we need to make this one again. So I'll be sharing that. And then we're getting window treatments. I guess when you're seeing this video, we've already gotten them. We're getting them on Saturday. And so you'll be seeing this maybe on Sunday or Monday. But I wanted to clean the windows before they brought the window treatments in to install them. And I was trying to get creative. So this is my wall mop. I will link it below. My wall mop, I went in with Sprayway and I was trying to get those high windows. And then I was going to follow that up with my E-Cloth deep clean mop, and I was just going to use water to kind of buff it out the best that I could. I wasn't stressing too much. These are pretty high, but I thought this combo worked pretty good considering I didn't really want to get up on a high ladder and do it. If you are new to Jamie's journey, just welcome. I hope this is a space, a community that you feel that you belong, that you feel that you're welcome. And I just want you to know that you matter to me and I appreciate you being here. Every single time I post a video, I get comments, or if I get comments on Instagram, if any of you guys send me a message and you're just sharing your appreciation for me, know that those messages do not go unnoticed. The comments do not go unnoticed. I am truly deep down so appreciative of everyone in this community. And I just want, if you're new here, I just want you to know that you are a part of this community. We welcome you. I have truly the best viewers and friends and community on YouTube. I will say that hands down. So if you're new here, you're welcome, and we have a great community here. So I'm also going to be testing out a new cleaning tool that I'm really excited about. It's actually a new steamer that does way more than just steam, and I think you guys are responsible for this. I think you are. This is something I said I wanted, and I don't know if someone went to the company, but they did reach out to me. They sent me the product, and we may work together in the future, but I said, send it to me. I need time to check this out. So you're basically a part of Jamie's journey. You're going to test it out with me over these next couple of weeks or the next month, and we'll see what we think. So in a recent video, it was a snow day, and I had gotten a question from a lot of viewers, if you're in the South or out West, you're not used to snow days. We don't close very often. It has to be a lot of snow or a lot of ice for us to close, but most of the school districts around here, they do tack on extra days throughout the school year just in case to make up for those snow days, because it's almost a for sure that we will have snow days somewhere throughout the year. And what will happen occasionally is we will have to make up days. So like if it gets to be excessive and we pass those like extra padded days that they have, there have been times, years, where when I say we, it's not my kids, it was like when I was in school, we would have to tack on a few extra days because I think you have to have so many hours, at least in Ohio, so many hours in a school year. And so they would have to tack on some learning hours and things like that. That's always a huge pain because a lot of families, you know, plan vacations when school gets out. But I can only think of a few times that has happened. It truly doesn't happen a lot. Mike and I grew up in a rural district that closed a lot more, but right now we live in a pretty big city, a pretty big district, and the snow day that we had a couple of weeks ago, it was the only snow day that Avery has ever had, and she's in 2nd grade. So I'm sure somebody, maybe if you're new here, you're probably wondering what was that vacuum that you used on the stairs, and it's actually a cordless vacuum. It comes apart, and then there's a mini power brush or an upholstery brush you can purchase separately to create a powerful hand vacuum. And what I would like to try to do, so if you're on Instagram and you've come across this product and you want to send it to me, I want to try to find an actual hand vacuum, because I get asked all of the time about like, where can I get that vacuum? Where can I get vacuums in general? Vacuum and mops are the number one question I get asked about. By far, it's definitely vacuums. People are looking for recommendations, and the hand vacuum I love, and I love to tell you guys that, but at the same time, like, not everyone needs a cordless vacuum. Most people just are in the market for just a hand vacuum. So I would like to find a proper hand vacuum, and I'm talking one with like the upholstery brush. I used to have, like, way back in the day, like one of those little Black & Decker that would pick up crumbs and things. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I want to find one that you can actually use, like I said, one like my Tinco that has the mini power brush that has the roller brush on it, so people can use it to clean their furniture or their stairs or their car. So if you guys have a really good one, I know that Bissell has one, and then Shark does as well. And I would like it to be like not super expensive. It would just be nice that I could, offer that as a suggestion. I would of course try it out first. I don't ever want to suggest or recommend a product or tool that I have never personally tried. So if you have a good little vacuum like that has that like roller turner brush or like rolly brush, if you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know. All right, so I know if you've watched my videos recently, I think I have one video where I'd already filmed in the office when it was done. This was, I think, a week before that. So this was, like I said, a few weeks ago, and I was just trying to put everything together. We had gotten to a point where Mike needed a space to put all of his stuff. In the old house, he was in the basement. He liked being down there, I think being away from everything. But now that we have this designated office space, and he can put all of his stuff in here. There's a door. in the last house, he also tried being in our, what we considered an office, but it was an extra bedroom. But I had so much stuff, extra stuff in there that I used for cleaning, or I had like extra birthday presents. Like if I had bought a present for someone and the party wasn't for 3 weeks or something, there was just a lot of stuff we had in that. And I don't think he ever loved being in that room for whatever reason. So then he moved to the basement and he really liked that. But then here in the new house, our basement isn't finished. And so he still will go down there, but we wanted to get, like, I think the motivation for getting this set up pretty quickly was so he can put all of his stuff in here. So, but looking back, I can look at my face in this, and I think I was still in the thick of like unpacking, and I can tell how tired I was. But something else that I recently came across, and I remember I heard this in a podcast a couple of years ago, and it's something I've been really paying attention to lately. And it's essentially that as women, if I'm speaking to women here, that our bodies operate our hormones operate on a monthly basis, right? We know this. This is not surprising. And men, and if I'm wrong here and someone knows for sure, please let me know. Men operate on a 24-hour hormone fluctuation schedule. So we're 28 days or so for hormone fluctuations, and men are 24-hour hormone fluctuations. And I'm going to explain here in a minute. I'll take a little bit of a break, talk about why that's important for energy levels and how we feel as women, and how you can use it to your advantage when you want to be productive. So really quickly, while I'm in the office, something that I'm going to be sharing in upcoming videos here in the next couple of weeks, is how I organize pictures. And I'm talking digitally, I'm talking actual prints, photo albums. I think I have a really, really good system, and I just finalized it for last year. So I'll be sharing that here in the upcoming weeks. But going back to what I was talking about, cycles. So I've noticed at certain points throughout the month, there are some days that it doesn't matter how much sleep I get or how, let's say, rest I get, I am still dragging and I'm not motivated. I don't want to do anything. And then there's other days where I can get minimal sleep. I'm on my feet all day, but I feel great. And I feel like going through infertility, you become very aware and in tune with your body, right? When you go through that, you have to. And so I really know my body, and I know that when I only get 5 hours of sleep, I'm dragging, I'm in a bad mood. So when there's times where I do get 5 hours of sleep and I still feel great, I'm like, what is going on? Or vice versa, when I get a full 8 hours and I've been resting all day and I'm still sluggish, I'm like, why is this happening? And I've learned that it all comes back to hormones and the fluctuations. You know, when there's times when my estrogen is high because of the natural progression of my cycle, I tend to have more energy and I can do with less sleep. So I've been trying to, if there's like a big project I want to tackle, I try to plan it throughout my cycle when I know I'm going to be feeling good and I'm going to be feeling motivated and productive. Now, this doesn't always work, obviously, but because every single day there are things you have to do regardless of how you feel. But then there's also days where I am just feeling like I know because of where I'm at in my cycle, maybe my progesterone is really high or whatever it is, that I know that I'm going to be dragging. And so I try not to put anything extra on my plate those weeks. And it's just crazy to think about it like that. I would like to dive more deeper into this. I think it's really interesting. And it's kind of unfortunate that as women, you know, we may have like days at a time or even a week or feeling sluggish because of our hormone fluctuations. Whereas men, like I said, it's all in a 24-hour period. So their highs and their lows are all in one day, which would be a lot nicer. I feel like that's just the nature, right? Us women, all of these hormones. And if you're like me and you have a hormonal disorder like PCOS, it just adds more complications to it. But if this is something you'd actually be interested in, I can start doing more research. I'm really interested in it. I don't know if you are, but we can just chat about it as I'm cleaning. So when I was thinking of how I wanted to set up this room, I know in a lot of rooms like this, or a lot of offices, the desk goes here in the middle. But for me, so I have my computer here. Mike's actually gonna move his computer stuff in here too. I don't wanna see cords. I don't want cords hanging off the back of the desk. And I don't know, it's like, to me, the front of the desk is the prettiest part of it, not the back. And I don't want to showcase that off, especially when you're talking about being right off the front door. I don't know. I think for right now, the setup works pretty well. If you guys have any suggestions on a different way to do it, I mean, I could, I guess, put this, so if I flipped it and had the front here, but then I don't know. I just don't think that makes sense. I feel like this setup right now, I mean, we'll see as we live in it and we use it more often, kind of makes the most sense. But I guess you guys can let me know if you have any suggestions on how to, like, where's the proper placement? What would you do? If this was your office and you see what I have in here, would you rearrange it? You think it's good? And ultimately it's the office. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just always curious because you move into a new home and you're not really sure where you want to place different furniture. You're not sure what makes the most sense. So give me your suggestions and we'll just kind of live and see if we like it here. Good afternoon, guys. So the twins are napping. They're currently napping now. The schedule is every other day. They were just wanting to stay up until like 9 o'clock every single night. So I remember we did this with Avery. So we switched it to every other day, and it just, once we made the switch, it was perfect. Even on days that they nap, they still go to bed between 7:30 and 8 o'clock now with no issues. So I think we're getting to that point where we're gonna start cutting the nap totally. But Avery held on to her nap pretty long. Like, I think she was almost 5 before she quit her naps. So anyways, I'm gonna take advantage of them napping right now. I want to clean the laundry room. I think there's some laundry in there that I need to fold. I'm gonna make dinner for tonight. And what else do I wanna do? I don't know, I feel like there was something else. But anyways, all right, so if you got some cleaning to do, let's get it done. We're not doing a lot today, but we're gonna do it.
Some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight. Didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say.
I hope things are going well for you guys right now. We're kind of in like a downtime, I guess. So the twins are done with soccer for a month or so, maybe 2 months. Avery is done with basketball, and so she just has softball practice 1 day a week right now. So that's really all we have going on, which it's kind of nice to have a little bit of breather and just focus on rest and relaxation and getting caught up on reading and all of that with the kids, and just kind of doing some like fun things that aren't like scheduled, that type of stuff. Like I'm a big believer in having time for kids just to be kids and not have their time fully scheduled, and let them, because I find with my kids, when they have free time and I don't plan their day, they're more creative. And I really like seeing them get creative. So I'm enjoying this time right now, this downtime. Softball will start out soon. I think soccer for the twins starts up in April. Avery does have a softball tournament in a couple of weeks. It's indoors here in Northwest Ohio. Mid-March, we're still indoors, even for softball. So we're kind of in a downtime right now, and we're enjoying it. But I hope you guys are doing well. Everything is going well for you guys, and you're hanging in there. So next up on my list, if you guys are new here, like I said, next week we will have window treatments. Yay, I'm excited to not have the sun blinding in the kitchen. But I'm just taking everything one step at a time. And I am talking like literally one step. Like our bedroom needs a lot of stuff done to it. Not a lot, but just some decorations for sure, because it's so big. It's got new bedding, and I'm taking a breather. Next step will be nightstands. So I'm going super slow with everything. That's kind of how I operate. So next on my list would be rugs for the house, and then I want to get a new kitchen table. So that's next on my list. And I've been running into roadblocks with rugs. So many of you guys have sent me recommendations, and I'm just having a hard time pulling a rug that goes with my style throughout my house. The sweet girl who had helped me with bedding, so it's just nice to have someone like to bounce ideas off. I can say like, I love these 10 pictures on Pinterest. Okay, where can I shop at? Target, Walmart, Home Goods, and make this work, you know? And she helped me out, and I love my bedding. So I think I'm gonna get her help with rugs, just to have someone to bounce ideas off and help me stay on budget. So I have no plans of doing anything else, at least for a couple of weeks. So then it'll be rugs and kitchen table. And so many of you are like, we love your kitchen table. You could totally do X, Y, and Z. That table is over 20 years old. It has been painted twice. The second time, the paint just did not hold up at all. I've never bought a kitchen table ever. That was given to me by my grandmother, like I said, 20 years ago. So I think we'll just get a new one. So I do want to get new baskets for here. I'm waiting on getting new rugs. You guys, I've had the hardest time finding rugs that I like, rugs that I think will work in this space, and rugs that are the right size. I got a washable rug from Walmart, FYI. Walmart sells, like, I guess what would be equivalent to a ruggable rug, where you can just throw it in the washing machine. I'll actually have it linked below because I thought the pattern was really pretty. It worked out with the scheme of my house. I loved that it was washable, but it was way too big for this space, and they didn't have another size that would work. So I am still on the hunt for good rugs. Once I get rugs, then I want to get new baskets. And I'm like trying to decide what type of baskets I want to do. Like, I don't know if I go with like that wicker type of look, the baskets I have in the living room, like the wicker look. I don't know if I do that. Sometimes those can kind of shed a little bit. But the other question I have, if any of you guys have like a locker situation like this, I am so worried about this getting beat up and nicked and dirty and all of that. And I know it's going to get dirty. There was a little bit of dirt on there, but is there anything I can do to protect this? Like I don't want to lay something down that will take away the look of it because it is really pretty, but I'm just worried about this, like the paint chipping, because I just assume that this will get a lot of wear and tear. So far, it's honestly been fine. I mean, the kids don't stand on there, which is a good thing. They're really just sitting. But if you guys know of anything, a way to, I don't know, protect it at all, let me know. And then baskets, like I said, I don't think I want to go with something with a little bit more contrast since it's so white. But I think once I get a rug, I'll have a better idea of what route I want to go. Maybe a dark wicker. Like I said, those tend to shed a little bit. Next up on my list, new rugs. I want a rug for here, a rug in the kitchen, rug by the front door, right here, front door, entryway, some rugs here. All right, so this recipe is called cracked chicken, crock-pot creamy cracked chicken. I think that's what it's called. So it's so simple. You just put some chicken breasts in there, some ranch seasoning. I was filming this for a reel so I can put it on my Instagram. That way if you guys want to find the recipe a month down the road, you can go over there and find it. Some ranch seasoning, a block of cream cheese, and then you cook it on low for 6 or 7 hours. And then you add in some bacon, and shredded cheddar cheese. You serve it. We served on some honey wheat rolls with some air fryer broccoli. You guys, the girls loved it. Avery ate so fast. I have not seen her eat that fast, and the twins loved it. So it is so rare that all 3 kids love a meal. They didn't just like it, they loved it. So make this if this is up your alley. I will have it linked in the description. Very rainy day. I'll show you what it looks like right now. And it's one of those days that we're keeping it comfy. I got my big sweatpants on, a comfy sweatshirt. It's just one of those cozy days. The twins are napping. Avery just got done with school, so she went downstairs with Mike. He's finishing up work. It's 4:22, so I'll be getting dinner started here in a minute. We're having leftovers, so I have some time. She's down there reading, he's finishing up work, twins are napping, so I figured I would just mop. I haven't mopped in a few days, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I will show off my new Bissell. It has been literally raining all day long. All day long. Okay, so a couple of videos ago, I had asked, I was looking for a wet dry vacuum like my Tinko or my Azotec, which I love, that would also help clean area rugs for this exact reason. It is so muddy outside, so muddy. We take our shoes off outside or right when we step inside. And I know that this spring, the rugs are gonna get super messy, and I actually have to get new rugs for the front door and the back doors. And I was just like, it would be nice instead of pulling out my upright carpet cleaner if there was something that could do it all. So Bissell came out with the new Crosswave, which I know there are some of you guys who don't like the Crosswave. This one has a steamer, so it vacuums, it mops, and it has a steamer. And I think so far I've been using it already a handful of times. And I think the steamer option is my favorite part about it. It also self-cleans, so I think that was another issue, and it does a really good job at cleaning. I'll actually show you when I do the self-cleaning mode when I'm done. And it also sanitizes. There's like a sanitizer and then a multi-surface cleaner. So you guys are joining me as I try it out. I have found that a cleaning product, usually when you use it the first time, you get an idea if you like it or not. There have been times I've used a cleaning product or tool and I'm like immediately no. There have been a lot of times I've tried a cleaning product and I like it initially and then I didn't like it as I used it. So you guys are just coming along as I try it. I wouldn't be introducing it to you if I hated it. So I do already like it, but I want to introduce it to you guys. I want to show it to you. This is not sponsored at all. I do not have to do this. I'm not required to post about this. I'm just sharing it because I want you guys to see this product, and I really think it's cool how it has the steam feature. So you can clean hard floors, you can clean area rugs, or you can steam, which I think is really cool. And it has the self-cleaning option that does a really good job. So I think with any product or cleaning tool, it's going to appeal to different people for different situations. And whether it's the Tinco or the Azotec or this, I think they all have different attributes that can be helpful. So depending on what someone is looking for, like off the top of my head, Tinco's awesome, budget friendly. Okay, so this is the 3 different modes that it has. The one on the right is for cleaning area rugs, and then you have the steam option, and then you have the hard floor option. So there's 3 different modes. But then when it comes to the Azotec, that one has a much bigger bar or cleaner brush type of thing than the Bissell Crosswave or than the Tinco, which I think is really nice. It's almost like double of the brush roll, and it goes under tables. It completely lays flat and still cleans. But that one is, I think, the most expensive. The Azotec is more expensive than the Bissell Crosswave and way more than the Tinco. So 3 different options. But what I think I love most about this one is, number one, like I said, the steamer. I have a Shark steamer upstairs that I use in my bathroom, but that has been going out, so I've been on the hunt for a new steamer anyways. So number one, I love how it's a steamer. You can use it just as a steamer. I love that I can use it to refresh my area rugs. And I also love how when you do the self-cleaning mode, it actually has solution for self-cleaning, because with the Tinco, at least the Tinco model that I have, I don't want to speak for all Tinco models because I haven't tried them out. The Tinco model that I have, the iFloor 2 and the Azotec, you just do the self-cleaning mode, but then there's no self-cleaning solution. So I think that's really cool. And look at this steam. Like, I end up using the steam option so much more. The only thing I don't love about it is that it's corded, but you need the cord for the steam. So it's almost like, yeah, you gotta have it corded so you can get that steamer. And that's what I think I love most about it. It's just a product that I think can be used in so many different areas of the home. Like I said, I've probably used it 7 or 8 times already, and I want to keep using it because you never know. So we will keep using it. I will keep you updated, and I will let you know what I think. So and then as far as the self-cleaning mode, it's the same as the Tinco or Azotec, except, like I said, you put a bit of solution. You can either put it in the tank, the clean water tank, or it also suggests putting a little bit in the bottom part of the holder thing, because I think that helps clean out that brush. And I tried to get up a close-up picture, but it was like smashing water against the bar, which was really cool. And then I just rinsed these pieces out with water in the sink. But that's it. Stay tuned. We'll keep trying it out. We'll see what we think. But I love that it has the steamer option.
Hi, Davina. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day.